Hello everybody, welcome back to your channel, HD Interiors. Modern epoxy table designs bring together natural wood and refined resin to create furniture that feels both artistic and functional. These pieces go beyond traditional tabletops, becoming striking focal points that shape the character of modern interiors. The contrast between raw wood textures and smooth epoxy surfaces creates a balanced visual harmony. This combination enhances depth, reflection, and light interaction, giving each table a distinctive presence that fits a wide range of interior styles. In dining rooms and living spaces, epoxy tables naturally stand out without overwhelming the design. Whether formed in flowing organic patterns or clean modern lines, they offer a sense of craftsmanship and visual clarity that elevates the entire environment. As light moves across the surface, the materials reveal subtle changes in tone and reflection, adding quiet visual movement throughout the day. This makes epoxy furniture not just decorative, but an evolving part of the space itself. Epoxy resin introduces a distinct visual language in modern interiors, where material contrast and surface depth play a central role in defining luxury and refinement. When combined with natural wood, resin enhances the organic grain rather than covering it, preserving the character of the material while elevating its visual impact. One of the most defining qualities of epoxy is its ability to create depth within a surface. Transparent or tinted layers give the impression of movement beneath the tabletop, turning each piece into a layered composition rather than a flat object. This sense of dimension allows light to interact with the surface in subtle and constantly changing ways. In modern interior design, epoxy resin supports a wide range of aesthetics. It can feel minimal and clean when used in clear or neutral tones, or bold and expressive when paired with deep colors, metallic accents, or dramatic wood patterns. This flexibility makes it suitable for both calm, understated environments and more luxurious, statement-driven spaces. The balance between natural imperfection and refined finish is what gives epoxy furniture its lasting appeal. Wood brings warmth and authenticity, while resin introduces clarity and sophistication. Together, they form a material harmony that feels intentional, contemporary, and visually timeless. Modern epoxy dining tables serve as the centerpiece of contemporary dining spaces, combining functional design with sculptural presence. Their scale and form naturally draw attention, making them a defining element in open interiors where visual balance and material expression matter. Large statement dining tables often feature live-edge wood slabs paired with flowing epoxy rivers. This design approach preserves the natural outline of the wood while introducing a smooth resin contrast that visually guides the eye across the surface. The result is a dynamic composition that feels both organic and intentionally designed. Material pairing plays a key role in defining the overall aesthetic. Dark walnut combined with deep black epoxy creates a bold, dramatic presence, while lighter oak with clear resin offers a softer and more minimal expression. Metallic-infused epoxy finishes add a subtle sense of luxury, introducing reflective detail without overpowering the natural material beneath. The base design is just as important as the tabletop itself. Sculptural metal frames, geometric steel structures, or minimal pedestal supports help define the table's character. A well-chosen base enhances stability while contributing to the overall design language, whether industrial, modern, or refined luxury. In modern dining spaces, these tables are often complemented by neutral seating and carefully placed lighting. Pendant fixtures above the table highlight the epoxy surface, emphasizing its depth and reflective qualities. This interaction between material, form, and light transforms the dining area into a cohesive and visually striking environment. Modern epoxy coffee tables introduce a more compact expression of the same design principles seen in larger statement pieces, bringing artistry and material contrast into everyday living spaces. Their size allows for greater experimentation with shape, texture, and resin flow, making them ideal for creative and functional design exploration. Coffee tables in epoxy design often take on organic or sculptural forms. Round and oval silhouettes soften the visual weight of a living room, while rectangular or asymmetrical shapes introduce a more structured, contemporary feel. Nested designs and multi-level surfaces also add depth and versatility without disrupting spatial balance. Resin effects play a central role in defining character. Ocean-inspired tones, smoky translucent blacks, and subtle earth pigments create different moods within the same design language. Metallic accents can be embedded within the epoxy to introduce a refined shimmer, while clear resin highlights the natural imperfections and grain of the wood beneath. Functionality remains an important aspect of modern epoxy coffee tables. Some designs integrate hidden storage, while others focus on minimal elegance with clean surfaces and uninterrupted lines. This balance ensures that the table remains practical while still serving as a visual centerpiece. In living spaces, epoxy coffee tables are often styled with restraint to preserve their impact. Neutral sofas, textured rugs, and minimal decorative objects allow the table to remain the focal point. The interaction between surrounding materials and the reflective epoxy surface enhances the sense of depth and luxury within the room. Luxury epoxy tabletop finishes define the final character of each design, transforming raw materials into refined surfaces with a distinct visual and tactile identity. The finish determines how light interacts with the table, how depth is perceived, and how the overall piece integrates into a modern interior. High-gloss finishes are among the most recognizable, creating a mirror-like surface that amplifies reflections and enhances the richness of both wood and resin. This type of finish emphasizes clarity and depth, making every detail beneath the epoxy more visible and visually dynamic. In contrast, matte and satin finishes offer a softer and more understated expression. These surfaces reduce reflection while maintaining smoothness, creating a calm and contemporary look that blends seamlessly into minimal interiors. The result is a more subtle luxury, where texture and material quality speak louder than shine. Texture variation adds another layer of sophistication. Some designs incorporate embedded natural elements, mineral-inspired details, or metallic powders suspended within the resin. Others highlight natural wood imperfections, such as cracks or knots, filled precisely with epoxy to preserve authenticity while elevating visual interest. Color selection further defines the mood of the piece. Deep monochromatic tones create bold statements, while neutral and earthy palettes bring warmth and balance. Transparent layers allow the wood grain to remain the focal point, while tinted resin introduces depth and artistic variation. Together, these finishes and textures shape epoxy tables into refined design objects that respond to light, environment, and composition, ensuring each piece feels both intentional and enduring in modern interiors. Custom epoxy table designs push the boundaries of material expression, turning functional furniture into fully personalized works of art. Each piece can be shaped around a specific vision, allowing endless variation in form, color, and structural composition while maintaining a cohesive modern aesthetic. One of the most distinctive approaches is the creation of flowing river patterns that follow the natural contours of the wood. These designs emphasize movement and direction, giving the tabletop a sense of organic flow as if the resin is naturally weaving through the material. In more abstract interpretations, epoxy can be used to form irregular patterns that resemble natural landscapes, water formations, or geological layers. Lighting integration adds another level of sophistication to custom designs. Subtle LED illumination beneath or within translucent resin sections enhances depth and creates a soft ambient glow. This approach transforms the table into a functional light source, especially in evening environments where reflections become more pronounced. Custom epoxy tables are also widely used in luxury workspaces and executive interiors. Large desks and conference tables crafted with resin and wood combinations bring a sense of authority and refinement to professional environments. Clean lines, balanced proportions, and minimal detailing ensure the design remains elegant without distraction. Material experimentation further expands creative possibilities. Combinations of wood, stone-inspired resin effects, and metal inlays introduce contrast and complexity, while maintaining a unified surface language. Sculptural forms can also replace traditional table geometry, resulting in pieces that feel more like installations than conventional furniture. Through customization, epoxy tables become more than interior elements, they become personal statements of style, craftsmanship, and spatial identity, designed to integrate seamlessly into modern luxury environments. Epoxy tables elevate modern interior design by acting as both functional furniture and strong visual anchors within a space. Their presence naturally draws attention, not through excessive ornamentation, but through material depth, contrast, and craftsmanship. This makes them ideal for interiors that rely on balance, simplicity, and refined detail. In open-plan spaces, epoxy tables help define zones without the need for physical separation. A dining table or coffee table becomes a clear focal point, organizing the surrounding furniture while maintaining a sense of openness and flow. The reflective qualities of resin also enhance spatial perception, making rooms feel more connected and visually layered. The combination of natural wood and epoxy resin introduces a dialogue between warmth and modernity. Wood brings an organic, grounding effect, while resin adds clarity, polish, and a contemporary edge. This balance allows epoxy furniture to fit seamlessly into a variety of design directions, from minimalist interiors to more expressive luxury environments. Lighting interaction further enhances their impact. As light shifts across the surface, the table reveals subtle variations in texture and depth, creating a dynamic visual experience throughout the day. This constant interplay keeps the design engaging without requiring additional elements or decoration. Ultimately, epoxy tables contribute to interiors by unifying material contrast, spatial structure, and visual interest into a single design statement that feels both timeless and intentional. Styling modern epoxy tables is centered on balance, restraint, and material harmony. Since the table itself is already a strong visual statement, the surrounding elements should enhance rather than compete with its presence. A clean, intentional approach ensures the design remains the focal point of the space. Maintaining visual simplicity is key. Keeping the tabletop free from excessive decor allows the natural wood patterns and resin flow to stand out. A few carefully chosen objects, such as sculptural pieces or minimal accessories, are often enough to complete the composition without overwhelming it. Color coordination plays an important role in creating cohesion. Neutral tones in surrounding furniture help emphasize the richness of the epoxy surface, while complementary shades in textiles or decor can subtly echo elements within the table design. This creates a unified visual language throughout the interior. Material pairing also strengthens the overall aesthetic. Soft fabrics, natural stone accents, brushed metals, and matte finishes work particularly well alongside glossy epoxy surfaces. The contrast between textures enhances depth and prevents the space from feeling flat or overly uniform. Lighting should be considered as part of the styling process. Warm ambient lighting and strategically placed fixtures highlight the reflective qualities of epoxy, bringing out its depth and subtle movement. When combined thoughtfully, these elements allow epoxy tables to integrate seamlessly into modern interiors while maintaining their identity as standout design pieces. Modern epoxy tables represent a refined balance between natural material beauty and contemporary design expression. Across dining rooms, living spaces, and work environments, these pieces consistently stand out as functional art objects that enhance both atmosphere and visual identity. Their combination of wood and resin creates a timeless design language defined by depth, contrast, and craftsmanship. From bold dining tables to sculptural coffee tables and fully customized designs, epoxy furniture demonstrates how material innovation can elevate everyday interiors. Each piece carries a sense of individuality, shaped by texture, flow, and finish, ensuring no two designs feel exactly the same. This uniqueness is what gives epoxy tables their lasting appeal in modern spaces. As interior design continues to focus on simplicity, balance, and material authenticity, epoxy tables remain a strong expression of these principles. They integrate seamlessly into a wide range of styles while still maintaining a distinct visual presence that anchors the space around them. The final impression is clear: epoxy tables are not just furniture, but lasting design statements that bring depth, elegance, and creativity into modern interiors. For more refined interior inspiration and luxury design concepts, explore HD Interiors for additional ideas that transform everyday spaces into elevated living environments.